We begin with updates on the former Senator Bong Revilla, who is now facing charges over the flood control scandal. That and more stories from mobile journal Aime Atienza.
The Sandiganbayan has denied former Senator Bong Revilla's request to be transferred from the new Quezon City Jail in Payatas to the PNP Custodial Center at Camp Crame. The anti-graft court likewise rejected Revilla's motions to dismiss his case and to return it to the Office of the Ombudsman for re-investigation. Revilla is facing a non-bailable charge of malversation through falsification over a 92.8 million peso ghost infrastructure project in Bulacan. Down south, Albuera Leyte Mayor Kerwin Espinosa has surrendered to Branch 14 of the Regional Trial Court in Cebu City. This came after the RTC issued a warrant for his arrest. In a video message to his supporters, Espinosa said he personally went to the court around 10 a.m. to turn himself in. He even asked for prayers for his safety. Espinosa and two others are facing murder charges, and the court has not allowed bail for the raps. Espinosa's family has long been linked to illegal drug activities, allegations publicly raised by former President Rodrigo Duterte. Despite the controversy, Espinosa won the 2025 mayoral race in Albuera with his sister Mariel Espinosa running alongside him. In another development, the legal counsel of resigned Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldy Co has denied reports of back-channel talks with the government. Attorney Rui Rondain said Co did not send any emissary to negotiate with the state, stressing that no such move would happen without his legal counsel's approval. Rondain also dismissed claims that Co was asked to return billions of pesos as a condition for possible talks. The lawyer added that testifying in any impeachment proceedings is not a priority for the former lawmaker. Co is being tagged in several questionable flood control projects and is believed to be in hiding abroad.
Hindi naman gagalaw yun ng hindi ko nang hindi ko ina-approve makikipag-negotiate, makikipag-dialogue. I have serious doubts. Hindi naman kami humihingi ng negotiations. So hindi ko alam kung saan galing na mag-impose sila ng condition. Sila humihingi siguro ng negotiation.
In other news, the Department of Transportation has set a new minimum runway length for airports to help lower airfares. The agency said regional and provincial airports should have runways measuring at least 2,100 meters to allow larger aircraft to operate there. The DOTR says this could also increase capacity and competition among airlines. Earlier, the Civil Aeronautics Board said shorter runways restrict flights to smaller planes, one factor contributing to higher ticket prices. On to the economy, the Philippine Statistics Authority has reported headline inflation rising to 2% in January 2026. This was faster than December's 1.8%, but still within the 1.4 to 2.2% forecast of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas for the month. It was also within the government's 2 to 4% target range. The PSA said higher housing costs, particularly rent adjustments typically made in January, drove the increase. Food served outside the home also became more expensive. National statistician Claire Dennis Mapa said prices of clothing, furnishings, health, and telecom services also climbed, while food and transport inflation eased. Economists noted inflation may appear higher this year due to base effects, following unusually low inflation in 2025. Mapa added it is still too early to say whether inflation will reach the 4% ceiling. For its part, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas earlier signaled that its rate-cutting cycle is nearing an end. Following the January inflation data, it said any further easing would be limited and guided by incoming data. The central bank has lowered interest rates by 200 basis points since August, bringing the benchmark rate to 4.5%. The Monetary Board meets again on February 19th. Kapatid Aime Atienza, PR 1 News.